Moving on to the second event, not really a PLE, I don't know, it's probably a PLE, whatever you want to call it. But to start off, I think Evolution, in a sense, is a great idea. Apart from being a wrestling fan, I'm also a boxing fan. So I did watch the Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano match and all the undercards yesterday, or yeah, on Friday. And I believe that an all-women's event is amazing. They did a great job. They were making history over there. Jake Paul, congrats to you. Congrats to you on putting on such a great all-women's event. Now, this takes me to the WWE. You guys did a horrible job in this because promotion sucked. I heard that it's not filling out. A lot of people are getting free upgrades to make it look like it's filled out, coming up in the front of the, closer to the ring. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna get a lot of panning shots, but Saturday night's main event, not being a PLE, actually sold out or sold more than Evolution, an actual PLE, which is absolutely crazy. There's nothing wrong with a full women's PLE, because the women's roster is absolutely stacked, particularly NXT. Yes, we have the Stephanie Vaquer, we have Naomi, we have Rhea, of course, we have Charlotte, of course, all of this stuff, right? We have these great female talents in the main rosters, but I feel like the buildup was just horrible. There was nothing given and really making me want to see this, and it sucks because I think Tiffany's great. They go and pull out Trish Stratus as what is ratings low that we're pulling out Jelly Roll, we're pulling out Trish Stratus, we're pulling out Nikki Bella. I think at this point the WWE is leaning too much on their previous legends, their previous talents to continue to get ratings when they need to focus on the future of the company, which is new talent, which is new champions, new tag teams, new storylines. Stop reusing and recycling these old ass legends or these old ass superstars. Now granted, I grew up watching the Attitude Era, the Ruthless Aggression Era. That was the era when I was a kid. So I love those superstars, but there's a thing where you have to just kind of evolve and continue to move forward and not rely on just people who are no longer relevant in the company. Stop trying to fish and reel in old fans, old WWE, WWF fans. It gets to a point where that's gonna get played out. And I mean, with having so many PLEs, you could only do so much, but at the same time, how do you have so much talent in the back that don't get time to shine when you're constantly putting on these PLEs, but going back and grabbing these old legends, going back and grabbing these old superstars? I'm not saying old that they're, like Mae Young old back in the day, even though she was super old doing that stuff too. It's the fact that you are not letting their legacy just lie where it is, right? Now you're continuing to bring them back up. We don't need that anymore. You have so much talent. Stop going to the old stuff. And this battle royal, I'm not going to be surprised if we see a lot more older talent come in. And that's just horrible. That's just really lazy, and it is what it is. But I was moving on to the PLE predictions. Okay, so looking at these matches, yes, this is actually really a PLE compared to Saturday night's main event, which is a cash grab. Stop doing those. They suck. They're horrible. Nobody wants them. Let's just continue to do some more dark matches and let these people practice their moves so, we can get them better in the ring. Hint, hint, Jay Cargill. So the first match I see is JC Jane versus Jordan Grace. I don't watch NXT like I said, but I think giving it to Jordan Grace is a little too obvious. So she is not going to win. JC Jane's going to win. Obviously not fair, not clean. She's going to cheat somehow, but we'll see, or y'all will see, and I'll watch highlights because I'm not really watching NXT like that. The match that I love, because they got two superstars that I like, Jade versus Naomi. Now, we've seen this already. We've had a match, and Jade won. Jade beat Naomi, but it's not over. A match like this or a feud like this does not end. My fear is that it gets played out too much. We shouldn't be having this match. Now, we should have some sort of beef or whatever, but a no-holds-barred match is kind of down my alley. Maybe Naomi's going to take the win on this one, and I say that because Jade won the last one. We need Naomi to win because she has momentum after winning the Money in the Bank. It's obvious that Naomi's going to cash in on Tiffany. It's obvious that Naomi's going to cash in during some period between Jade and Tiffany. Naomi's all about taking Jade's moment, and Jade beating Tiffany and then later losing to a cash-in to Naomi is going to create such a great storyline. But again, we're going to have these matches like this, no holds bar. I think Naomi's going to win this one because Jade won the last one. That's just what I'm going off of. It's not going to be a back-to-back win when you just won Money in the Bank. But then again, Jade does need to have good momentum because she won Queen of the Ring. So this is kind of tough. No holds bar means nobody can lose from disqualification. So I'm going to give it to Naomi because Jade got the last laugh on SmackDown. So that's not always a thing, but in this case, it could be. I really can't weigh in on this one. The Evolution Battle Royale, I did say that women are going to be popping up out of nowhere, probably some old talent, which I really don't care to see. I have no idea who's going to win this. I have no idea who's even in this, but they do get a championship match. And when they get this match, Clash in Paris. So it's got to be somebody good, and I really, really hope that it's newer talent. And the reason I say it's newer talent is I don't want somebody old to come in. I don't want Nikki Bella to come in and win and have a match at Clash at Paris, because I'm tired of Stop. Please, WWE, stop. Okay, so this one's actually not bad. This is going to be a fatal 4-way tag match with Raquel and Roxanne, who are the current champions, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, the Kabuki Warriors, and Sol, Ruka, and Zarya. Now, off rip, I just know it's not going to be Sol and Zarya because NXT is not winning these championships. Unfortunately, that's just how it goes. So it's between Raquel, Roxanne, Charlotte and Alexa Bliss, and the Kabuki Warriors. Based off of Roxanne losing to Kairi Sane, it just lets me know that Roxanne and Raquel are going to win. They're going to retain, and for the sake of the Judgment Day storyline, they have to retain because Liv needs to come back, maybe not be in the ring, at least come back to be cleared to work so she can start having disdain towards Roxanne. So for the storyline, this is not really much of one of those, oh, who's better in the ring? It's more of a storyline based win. So it's going to be Raquel and Roxanne taking the win, and you know, that kind of puts Roxanne in good graces with Raquel. So that's what I think is going to happen. We got Becky Lynch versus Bayley versus Lyra Valkyria. They had a #1 contender match and they both pinned each other. I guess that's cool because a 3-way would be better. In this match, you know, I just see Becky retaining. There's no real reason for Becky to lose the title right now because Lyra really didn't do anything with it. Bayley, I don't know. I think those two still have a lot to work out in their feud, and Becky keeping the belt, having her beat one of the two will then set the other one that doesn't get pinned up for another match in the future. So in the triple threat, Becky wins. I don't exactly know how, but Becky does retain because it makes no sense to give it to Bayley or Lyra. And finally, from what I think is the main event, it's going to be Tiffany Stratton, the WWE Women's Champion, versus the legend Trish Stratus. Why is she here? Ratings must be low. And I get it, it's an all-women's PLE, we're bringing women in, but for Tiffany Stratton to give it to a legend, give the opportunity to a legend, it makes no sense. Yes, it's solidifying her as a champion. She beat Charlotte, she beat Nia, she's gonna beat Trish. That's what I think. I think Tiffany Stratton is gonna beat Trish Stratus. What does Trish Stratus have to gain from this? Absolutely nothing but a paycheck. If she wins, she's gonna verse Jade Cargill or Naomi and cash in? No, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. So Tiffany's gonna win. She's gonna solidify herself as a better champion because everyone just sees that she's just been going against Nia, which is an annoying feud now. But Tiffany's gonna win. And a lot of people hate Tiffany, but Tiffany is great in the ring, not so much in the mic, but she does carry and she does do a very good job in the ring. Oh, she's a pretty blonde that does flips. Yeah, but a lot of other talent in the WWE can't do half of the moves that she does. They can't shine like she does within a match. She does look like she helps carry matches. When she had a match with Bayley, when she had a match, that triple threat match that she worked her way in, she was able to carry that match. Now, will she be able to carry Jade during SummerSlam? I don't believe so. However, Jade and Tiffany Stratton is a better pull than Jade versus Trish Stratus. It just is. So with that being said, I believe Tiffany's going to retain and then move on to SummerSlam, take on Jade, lose to Jade, and then Jade loses the title via cash-in from Naomi. So let me know what you think. Are these predictions Are these predictions good? Are they bad? Are they something that you see happening? Because I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to work out. But at the end of the day, I don't know. You know, it's good to see some twists and turns and unexpected things. But I don't know. I just feel like Saturday night's main event is just a crappy money grab live event. And I feel like Evolution was not promoted that well. So let's see what happens. And I really, really, really hope I am wrong and they turn out to be very good. So with that being said, give me a like, give me a subscribe, share this with a friend. I don't know. Comment, let me know what you think, what you feel, how you feel, and that's about it.